So, I mean, if you talk about Eric Holder, of course, is a Clintonista, right? He's the man responsible for the Mark Rich pardon. He's the fugitive financier living in Switzerland. Of course, the irony of ironies. Does anybody recall who Mark Rich's defense attorney was?
Eric Holder.
No. His actual defense attorney. But Eric Holder advanced his pardon through the Clinton White House. But he actually had a defense attorney who showed up and testified on his behalf in front of Congress. Anybody remember who that was? This is classic Washington, D.C. Scooter Libby. Just classic Washington, D.C. for you. Well, let me tell you, we are equal opportunity offenders. For some people, get, oh, you do what? Yeah, really? We're equal opportunity offenders, right? So for us, it's principle over politics. Now, there's some people who are party. That's great. They can belong, hooray for the party. But we actually believe it's principle over politics. So, other occasions where we have sued Republican politicians and Republican administrations, you betcha we have. And we're unapologetic about it. And it isn't a matter of being against Republicans. It's about behavior and action. Okay? Behavior and action is what it's all about. I don't care what letter you hang off the back of your name or where you're from. It's all about your behavior and action. So, if there's a crooked, corrupt politician, regardless of party, we do what we do. And some folks don't always like that. They get a little, or as one congressman told me, this is years ago in his office, talking about Tom DeLay. He goes, well, yeah, he's a crook, but he's our crook. No, he's not our crook. No. There's no monopoly on corruption or who should or shouldn't. So we put principle over politics. And if somebody's doing something illegal, immoral, or fattening, then we just call them on it. And it just is what it is. Let the chips fall where they may. And that lets us, frankly, we sleep with a clear conscience. We're going to do the right thing, even if it's uncomfortable or inconvenient. Now, I will say that the Obama administration has given us a target-rich environment. So there's no end to the possibilities of stuff that we've done. Whether you want to talk about Obama administration czars, right? We're now up to 44 czars that he has. Or whether you want to talk about a schizophrenic Justice Department that sues the state of Arizona because Arizona adopts virtually word for word the federal law. There's a lot out there, whether it's Obamacare, whether it's illegal immigration issues, whether it's voter fraud, whether it's the stuff we've been talking about tonight, when it even comes to your own politics here in Maryland, with Casa de Maryland and the Maryland Dream Act. There's a wealth of stuff for us to do. We have more work than we know what to do with. It's a very high-quality problem to have, so I'm not complaining about it. But just know, first of all, we're very reachable. We're not some obscure, far away kind of, oh yeah, that's what they do. We are here to do all that we can. The problem is, of course, like anything else, we never have enough time, money, or people, right? Resources are always scarce. You only get so many silver bullets, so you got to pick them carefully, decide which ones you're going to shoot. We're going to challenge. Stuff like the Maryland Dream Act, because it's the right thing to do. But when somebody calls me and complains that the mayor of Peoria, Illinois, is using 2 parking spaces, and the city statute says he's only authorized 1 parking space, I mean, the person's right. They are right. But we're not going to fall on our sword over that. It's just not. You got to pick and choose. You got to figure out what's the most bang for the buck. So, and I feel bad because there's times when people are irate that the mayor of Peoria, Illinois, is using 2 parking spaces. And how dare he? But we can't fix everything all the time for everyone in every possible case. We try to be as effective as we possibly can.